InfoPlus for genuine information.
Namaste and welcome to the show InfoPlus on Himalaya TV. I'm a host Rebecca Terai, and today we are joined by Mrs. ANASTASIA KHOKHLOVA, Counselor of the Russian Embassy and Director of the Russian House in Kathmandu, to talk about culture, education and Nepal to Russia ties. Namaste, Dobry dzień.
Namaste, Dobry dzień. Welcome to Russian House.
Thank you, pleasure meeting you, and thank you so much for welcoming us here.
Thank you for your initiative to come, because for us it is pride and pleasure to have Himalayan TV coming to Russian House.
Thank you.
Let's have a look over the Russian House.
Thank you.
Exhibition of Russian handicrafts, traditional handicrafts, for example, wooden tableware that is being carved by Russian tradition. So I know that Nepal also very famous for wooden carving, but that is not, that carving is that exquisite, but the painting, it is being done in traditional way using gold and red, black and green colors. So you can easily recognize this Khokhloma, very sounding similar to my surname, Khokhloma, wooden tableware. That is one of the most vividly recognized Russian traditional souvenirs.
Very nice.
And have another look at gzhel, that is ceramics, the name originating from the place where it was first created, and that is also very popular, using this vivid deep blue color on white ceramics.
Okay, very beautifully done.
Dedicated to the history of Nepal-Russia friendship throughout the years. So, for example, that is from late King Birendra at the Friendship House, our head office in Moscow, long ago in 1976.
1976, that
yes.
was a long time ago.
And we have these historical photos. We will use them and add something fresh to celebrate the upcoming anniversary of diplomatic relationships.
Wonderful. Mrs. Anastasia Khokhlova was born in Moscow. Fluent in English and holding the rank of State Counselor of the Russian Federation. She has been part of the Roshotrodneg-Estos system since 2010. Over the years, she has served in various capacities, including postings in Nepal, India and Sri Lanka, where she led the Russian House in Colombo from 2017 to 2022.
Please help yourself.
Thank you.
I believe it is Nepali because I love Nepali tea. I've just bought some white tea and Ilam tea, and in general in Russia Nepali tea and Nepali coffee is very rare, difficultly accessible, but if you find some it is very expensive and of less quality than here in Nepal. So I believe regarding the business ties, there is a huge opportunities for Nepali tea and coffee producers at Russian market.
True.
Because whomever I bring Nepali tea or coffee as a present, as my personal present, they always ask to bring more, and they say that even if they try to find in Russia, almost impossible to find that high quality. So I hope this...
and Nepali tea and coffee is
Yes.
world famous.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we have very little of it in Russia. Still we have to somehow make up for it.
She later worked as deputy head of the Education and Science Department of Rosotrudne-Estovo. Since September 2025, she has been serving as counselor of the Embassy of Russia in Nepal and director of the Russian House in Kathmandu.
Info Plus for genuine information.
Mrs. Khokhlova, namaste. Welcome to Nepal.
Namaste, Ms. Rebecca. Nice to see you here at the premises of the Russian House in Kathmandu. And let me first express my utmost gratitude for your initiative to come here and to have this nice, friendly chat with me. It is both pleasure and honor for me.
Thank you. You were here in Nepal decades back ago. How do you feel to return back here in Nepal again as the director of the Russian House and counselor of Russian Embassy?
It feels wonderful. Actually, when I used to work here as a junior officer for culture and education back in 2012-2013, I was shifted then to India, to Delhi, and I promised myself that I will return one day. And now when I finally managed to do this, I do feel happy and satisfied.
That must feel really special to you.
Definitely, definitely it does feel so, because I feel for Nepal. I love Nepali culture, Nepali people, Nepali climate, and of course you know that working at a place which you love is very much special. It gives you much more impetus, much more initiative, much more motivation. So I now just for a couple of weeks here, but still I do feel all these things overflowing me, and I believe that I will implement these plans in near future.
You had to have such a fascinating journey serving in India, Sri Lanka, and even leading Russian house in Colombo. How has these fascinating experiences shaped you personally and professionally?
Oh, thank you for the question. I believe this experience made me more like a regional professional, because I do feel for South Asia, and these three countries, Nepal, India and Sri Lanka, all belonging to SAARC, all situated in the same region, are my favorite countries, and I do feel like I'm here at the right place, both in terms of work and in terms of in terms of my own attitude towards myself. So you asked about how it felt both personally and professionally. So it gave me these developments as a probably to one extent more narrow focused person, because I'm not interested in European region or in American region, so I know little of it, and it is sometimes a little bit difficult for a person to go deep into details of a region which you are not interested in. But as for South Asia, these three countries are very special to me, and I've spent many years, in total more than 15 years in the region. And I'm very happy to be here in Nepal, finally leading the Russian house in Kathmandu.
Such a rich experience you have. You must have gained a lot of perspectives from all over.
Yes, definitely. Though the region is the same, the countries are very different, and people of India, for example, differ very much from people of Nepal, and people of Nepal differ very much from people of Sri Lanka. And I had an opportunity to get in touch with it at a deeper level, because when you come to a country of South Asia as a tourist, you somehow do not see the difference, the particularities, and some special national traits of character, of culture. And this all seems just some kaleidoscope, very beautiful kaleidoscope of Asian countries. But when you have an opportunity to work in a particular country, you learn more, and you try to somehow find out what people are interested in. If there is a Russian house in Kathmandu, it means there is a demand for Russia, for Russian culture, education, for developing ties with Russia at Nepali community. And what is my general idea now is to try to bring together all our partners to visit schools and universities, to meet media people, and to find out what is there for Nepalis, which is interesting about Russia, so that we do not just give what we have, but give what Nepali people need us to.
Nepal and Russia share a long friendship together since 1956. From your perspective, what role can cultural diplomacy play in taking this friendship in a new height?
Oh, actually, that is a very right timely asked questions, because this year we celebrate the centenary of public diplomacy in Russia. So my head office of all Russian houses abroad, is a federal agency with a quite difficultly pronounced name, Россотрудничество. That is the federal agency in charge of public diplomacy, which is subdivisionary to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, but in charge of whatever is here besides politics. So that is education, culture, people-to-people ties, youth cooperation, support of Russian diaspora abroad, things like that. And I believe that the upcoming anniversary of diplomatic relationship with Nepal, which we are going to celebrate next year, combined with the centenary of public diplomacy, which we celebrate this year, gives us a lot of informational opportunities, additional opportunities to speak more of what we have reached by now, and probably to plan more of what could be done in future.
True, and culture really brings people closer together than policies alone, isn't it?
Definitely, indeed it is so. And as one wise man originating from South Asia told me, that language is the vehicle of culture. So that is why I believe that promoting Russian language and creating opportunities for Nepali people to learn Russian language brings us closer in cultural respect as well.
South Asia is known for its unique culture diversity. What do you find most inspiring about engaging with this region through culture and educational cooperation?
Of course, diversity is probably the right definition of South Asian cultures, but I would add that it is sincerity. So the message which you give of culture of Nepal and of other countries of South Asia, but in Nepal particularly, is very sincere. And when you witness a cultural show, or when you witness a theater performance, like it is very popular in Nepal, and I know that this part is being very much getting more and more popularity with the years upcoming. And the way how you manage to get the tradition interwoven with the modernity is very unique, special and sincere, because I love Nepali pauva, and my husband is a huge fan of this absolutely unique style of painting, which is definitely Nepali national treasure. So this pauva painting and how it is being combined with, for example, graffiti. It is unique, it is sincere, it is very vibrant, and how it is being transferred to the next generations, to youngsters, it just gives me shivers, so I love it.
Yes, and the richness of this region is truly inspiring, isn't it?
It is inspiring very much, and it brings me think over how and what of Russian culture might be as interesting and corresponding to what you have here in Nepal, so that our audience, Nepali youngsters and probably senior people who are coming here to Russian house in Kathmandu, so that they feel the resonance, they feel the correspondence. So because Russian culture is very rich and very diverse as well. And something may just click the right way. Something might be not that well accepted because it might be a little bit alien or something. So for now, it is more interesting to find these points of contact, the points of correspondence, to bring the two nations closer to each other.
And also education has been a strong bridge between Russia and Nepal. So how do you see students' exchange program, scholarships and academic partnership growing in coming years?
Oh, thank you for that question. Actually, just on this Monday, just for you, 4 days back, we have officially launched the start of application enrollment campaign for Russian state government scholarships for the upcoming academic year. Russian government has been providing foreign countries and citizens of foreign countries with the opportunity to get free of charge higher education at bachelor's, master's, postgraduate degrees at Russian state universities since the Soviet era. So for many decades it has been here. And I am very much pleased that this tradition has survived the collapse of Soviet Union, all the not very easy and turbulent times, and it is still here. And last year we have provided 40 scholarships for Nepali citizens, but due to high demand, the number has been increased to 60.
Great.
This year again we are getting 40 scholarships, and if the demand is high enough, maybe we are getting this increase again. I would like also to stress that this scholarship program is 100% transparent and available to any citizen of Nepal. It is not being done somehow for a limited people, for a limited list or something. There is a website that is education-in-russia.com where any person could learn more of Russian universities, of educational programs and levels available, apply and wait for the results, because our head office and our Ministry of Education can see all the applications, and the rating of the applications is 100% transparent. So we are open and we are offering Nepali youngsters this opportunity to come to Russia and to get top-rated higher education free of charge.
And also education has been a great link between two countries.
That is true. That is true, because here we have a community of our friends, of our true and sincere friends of Russia, that is called Mitrokunj, the club of Russian and Soviet universities alumni. So those people who graduated from Soviet universities, from Russian universities long back, and the youngsters who are now returning after getting their diplomas, they are joined hands for this Mitrokunj Nepali Alumni Association, and we are in close contact with them, arranging events together, and we are helping them probably with our contact details, with linking them to Russian partners, with some business issues, and they're helping us here as well. So those are really our people-to-people ambassadors. So people who help both nations, Nepal and Russia, to establish direct links, because they keep in touch with the universities from which they have graduated. They keep in touch with friends which they made in Russia during their stay while they studied there. And this all is really our golden assets. Our graduates, with whom actually I'm going to meet next week, and make a follow-up of what we can do together.
Russian House has been an important culture center in Nepal since a decade. Under your leadership, what are the new initiatives or the programs that we can look forward to?
Thank you for the question. We have been here for 1979, so quite a long time, and I think in this particular building, starting from 1993, we have very vast and well-equipped premises. This year we have got new and most modern equipment for our auditorium, the cinema hall, with new DCP projector, and our cinema hall now is, I believe, one of the top well-equipped cinema halls in Kathmandu, which brings me this special feeling of being proud and feeling proud to invite Nepali film associations, Nepali filmmakers to come here and to arrange something together. So this particular field of cooperation, I believe we can develop cinema cooperation, because we have resources for this. Besides, that is interesting for youngsters, and I think we should bring more youngsters here to let them know that we have a well-equipped library with a lot of books and with free Wi-Fi, which is costs little, but the premises is nice, and if they come, they can learn more, not only about Russia, but they can make friends, because they come to one and the same premises. After this, they can start learning Russian language, for example. They can join our events, because we are arranging many exhibitions, festivals, discussions, conferences, things like that, and that is routine which is available at our website and social webs, meaning the plan for the upcoming period, upcoming months. And what is moreover interesting, our head office arranges special opportunities for most active youngsters. For example, we have a state program that is called New Generation, when we can invite youngsters to join international events in Russia. And everything is covered, meaning the expenses by the Russian side. And whoever is here interested to learn more of Russia and to go there can get this opportunity and do it free of charge. That means that we can invite all straight, and not only those who study at university and can afford going to Russia by themselves. Not, we invite all Nepali people to come here, and we try to provide opportunity for everyone, and that opportunity should be equal.
That sounds truly exciting, and I'm sure many people will be waiting to look forward to it.
Thank you, thank you. I hope that more people will come, because these days, due to some turbulence, and actually I have been here for just 2 weeks, I saw that people are coming, but of course I would like to see more people coming.
Many young Nepali dreams to study and work in Russia. So how is Russian House supporting those initiatives and making the students to go further and make it more accessible?
Actually, first of all, I believe to go to study to Russia, if you'd like to go on a free of charge basis, you have to learn Russian. That is important, because this state government scholarship which is being provided is provided alongside with this preparatory year of learning Russian. Because in Russia, since very long ago, since Soviet times, the general practice is that all international students from all the countries who come to study to our country, they study all together with Russian nationals. So this means they should understand Russian well enough to be able to do this all together. And there is one special extra year also covered by the scholarship provided for Nepali citizens who are getting the scholarship. And what is my dream for now, and I'm being considering it, I hope we can start it probably from the next year, but still it is just plans, to arrange an opportunity for Nepali people to study for this preparatory year here at the Russian House in combined online-offline format, so that some Russian university could arrange lectures, and we can do it on our behalf with our Russian language teacher at our Russian language courses at the premises of our classroom, so that people could save this year, save the stress, and when they go to Russia, they could already speak Russian and understand Russian well enough.
beyond languages and education, how is Russian House plan to bring Russian art, literature and culture tradition closer to the Nepali audience?
We have just, here in Nepal, we have many friends and partners. For example, we are working closely with Sushila Arts Academy. And just a couple of weeks ago, they brought dancers from Russia and arranged this beautiful show that is Rhythm and Soul, combining dance and theater, combining Russian and Nepali expertise in how to arrange and how to create this fusion of dance and theater at one stage. And that is one initiative which we are definitely going to continue. Besides, since the upcoming year is the year of the 70th anniversary of diplomatic relationship, I'm sure that we are going to arrange some official events to make, to avail Nepali people learn more of the history of our relations, not only politically, but the history of our cultural relations, the history of our educational relations, because many of our graduates, alumni who studied in Russian or Soviet universities here in Nepal used to be very designated people. So they are now here. They are either ex-ministers, probably vice ministers, maybe they were leading departments in various official state institutions. They are businessmen, some of them very prominent, and that means that whoever got Russian education get this so-called ticket to life, so opportunity to become here in Nepal a prominent person, because the education, the top-rated one, gives this expertise in many fields, which provides youngsters with these opportunities. So I believe we shall focus on availing Nepali community, learn more of how it was done before, how we are doing it today, and I would like, of course, to ask Nepali people of how and what they would like us to offer them to continue this practice and to adjust it to modern times so that it is in high demand.
And art and literature do really make friendship deeper.
Definitely, definitely they do. By the way, next week we are having one event dedicated to Nepali and Russian birth anniversaries of Nepali-Russian poets, literators Devkota and Lermontov. So we try to implement this idea of art and literature, bringing two nations closer in action.
As we can see in today's world, youth are the real drivers of future cooperation. How do you see Nepali and Russian youth connecting more closely through academic, cultural and creative platforms?
In particular, might be interesting at very different fields and spheres. As for academic exchanges, for example, we have to set the good contacts with your leading state universities. And as far as I know, there are agreements between a couple of Russian universities with the University of Kathmandu and with Tribhuvan University. So we have to revive it in order to probably somehow support this idea of student exchange. Probably the student of last years could go for a short period of time for internship to Russia, and Russian students could come here. But still we have to think it over properly and to make a working plan of how to do it. So it is not just words that it would be very nice to do this, but some particular action. So some steps which, if followed step by step, could bring this to life. The other thing, and I think it works, is Russia inviting Nepali youngsters to join for various international events. And as I have mentioned it about the New Generation program, it is one of those, and I know that this year Nepali did not participate in this program, but previous years there were people who went to Russia and joined various international conferences, like this very popular forum of students and youth in Sochi, which was arranged there last year. Things like that, so huge events. And besides, there are initiatives for media people as well. So when we have media schools for people of various regions or just international, and invite media people to come to Russia to meet their counterparts in Moscow, in various other cities of Russia. So I think those are the main fields of how we can cooperate to promote this youth exchange.
And absolutely, youth are the bridges for the future, isn't it?
You're absolutely right. I completely do agree, and as it has always been so, and of course it is so now, that whatever we do is being carried on further by youngsters. And if today we give them what we have, whatever they will do in future will be done better.
So you having worked in different parts of the world, what similarities or differences do you notice in how people connect across culture?
Actually, I would like to tell about my beloved Nepal. That is the unique country with unique culture, which is somehow what makes it unique, not only for me, but at large. If compared to many other countries, the huge ones like India, where the culture is also diverse, many people are living there, and like for more than 1 billion people, of course, there are many cultures combined. But Nepal is a small country. Nevertheless, the diversity is extreme. So I wonder how a country which is not that huge, like if you look all around the world and you see that big countries, they generally have a diverse culture and many variations and varieties of what they have, but small countries, they generally have their own preserved culture. But Nepali culture is unique at the extent that though the size of the country is not that huge, the cultural diversity is comparable to India, and that is fascinating, absolutely. So how that many unique traditions have survived and have been preserved, at the same time merging together into one nation. It is both beautiful and really amazing. And I believe that this particular trait makes Nepali culture really unique. And if compared to Russia or if compared to India, it is as unique and is diverse, though the country is much smaller. That is beautiful. That gives me this special feeling of gratitude for having the opportunity to work here.
True, and it shows how human connections are universal, isn't it?
Definitely, it does show. And like I have already mentioned that we are celebrating the centenary of people-to-people diplomacy, of public diplomacy. Throughout this centenary, this fact which you have mentioned has been proved for many times. And whatever is happening, meaning the world used to be bipolar, then it turned multipolar, then it turned global. So whatever is happening here in the world, this people-to-people connection stays, and that is probably one of the most important things for the world to go on.
In today's fast-changing world, why do you think educational and culture exchange program remains so important for lasting friendship between two countries?
I believe it is most important for two reasons. The one reason is that it invests in future, because whatever is there for education concerns youngsters, and youngsters mean future. On the other hand, it is very important because it always stands beyond politics. So whatever is happening in regards of politics, it might be important, turbulent, whatsoever, but education, culture and art is always there separately and always bringing people together, even if the political context doesn't imply it. Like, for example, people in Europe, they feel for Russia, and our Russian houses in Europe, despite these sanctions and whatsoever, they continue teaching Russian languages, bringing Russian art, and there is demand for it, and people continue coming, and people from Europe continue coming to Russia to get their higher education at scholarship as well. It means that whatever is there for culture, education, is somehow much closer to people than whatsoever is there at this global politics landscape.
True, and people-to-people connection is what lasts.
Yes. People-to-people connection is something this is, yes, it will last, definitely.
Finally, coming back to Nepal after so many years, what stands out to you, and what is a vision for future of Nepal to Russia relations, especially in trade, business, education, culture and people-to-people ties?
I was very happy to see the streets of Kathmandu these days, because they are, as I do remember them from 2012-2013, now Kathmandu has flourished. It is much more beautiful, it is much cleaner. And there are many new spots of interest for youngsters, many new cafes, galleries, and actually it looks as a modern city, developed a lot since what I do remember it in 2012-13. And of course it gives me this special feeling of happiness and feeling of hope that whatsoever is happening these days, the future which awaits the next generation, and actually all of us, because we are also going to live in that future, that it will be beautiful, peaceful, and it will give opportunities to people to develop further, develop as personalities and develop the ties. As for business, of course, we are supporting tourism at all extents and at all rates, and we arrange here events dedicated to tourism support. We invite Nepali tour operators to Russia as well, to learn more probably of Russia, to bring Nepali tourists to Russia. Here Nepal is very popular among Russian tourists, so they keep on coming. That is what we do support, and I believe it helps economical development as well. And as for education, I have said a lot. I believe the only thing I would like to repeat again is that educational ties imply opportunities, and to get these opportunities we should learn languages of each other, and if Nepali people would like to get a Russian scholarship, please do visit that website. It is really a very nice one. That is education-in-russia.com.
Finally, what message would you like to give to the viewers, especially to the youth who are watching you right now?
It should be short and inspiring. I believe that youth are people who know how to believe. Because when we get older, we sometimes lose this grab of how to believe properly. So I should ask whoever is here, and especially youth, to keep on believing.
Thank you so much for your time and sharing your insight with us, and we wish you all the best for your tenure here in Nepal. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Rebecca. Thank you, the respected Himalaya TV, for the interest for you and your team members to come here and get this interview. I am very much pleased, happy and grateful for this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Info Plus, for genuine information.
Thank you, Mrs. Khokhlova, for sharing your insights, and thank you to our viewers for being with us. I'm the host, Rebecca Chetri. Until next time, namaste.
Info Plus, for genuine information.